In this lesson, we will provide an overview of the life cycle of a building and look at a case study to illustrate how to identify and manage maintenance requirements for ESMs. It will take approximately 5 minutes to finish this lesson, and at the end, you will understand the life cycle of a building as it relates to essential safety measures, be able to identify ESMs in your building, and determine the maintenance requirements for each ESM. This will give you the confidence in how to determine maintenance requirements for essential safety measures. You will also have the necessary resources to obtain more information. Building Life Cycle Overview. Looking at a building life cycle, this can be broken into the following stages for the purpose of essential safety measures. 1. A building is designed as per the relevant regulations, National Construction Code, and various other legislative requirements. 2. During the building design, the building essential safety measures are stipulated and formulated suitable to the building's use and occupation. 3. The building is constructed and essential safety measures are installed into the building as per the required essential safety measure performance standard. 4. Once the construction of the building is complete, the essential safety measures are certified, commissioned, and occupancy permit issued. And 5. The occupancy permit details the essential safety measure, the performance reference, and the maintenance standard required for that piece of equipment, i.e. AS 1851-2005.
So basically this is your occupancy permit. So basically here we have materials and assemblies to satisfy the fire hazard properties within the building. So this is the table. So that's the essential safety measure that the building surveyor has established that's in that building. This is the Australian code that it needs to, in this case it's the BCA code, so it's C110. And this is the actual frequency, so it's an annual inspection to determine if there's any deterioration within the fire hazard. And so these are all your essential safety measures items here on this side. In the middle is the actual reference code. So you can see Elements has got a few codes that it reference. These are the codes, so whether it be the Australian Standard or the BCA, and these are the actual frequencies that the facility manager or the fire company would need to sign off to say that these areas have been inspected and comply within the building. You need to maintain that building to make sure that it is fire safe, and it does comply with the Australian code as per the building surveyor has listed within the occupancy permit. If that's not the case and you were found to be liable that you weren't maintaining your fire panel or your sprinkler system for any reason and there was a fire, certainly in the coroner's court, if someone got hurt, you'd be in serious trouble. You'd be facing jail time or something like that effect. You'd be negligent because it's part of the property manager's role is to ensure that all the fire safety features within your building are being maintained. So the maintenance of emergency lighting is under Australian Standard 2293. And it's listed that it's broken up into a 6-monthly test and an annual test. Basically, it's a 90-minute test. So with the emergency lighting, you basically really want to make sure that the exit lighting and emergency lighting will maintain on a battery backup for 90 minutes. So within a commercial building, basically you want to get everyone out in a few minutes, but they allow for 90 minutes or an hour and a half. So what happens is an electrician will go into the building or a suitably qualified person will go into the building and he'll test that the batteries will last within that 90 minutes. But within that standard also check the diffuser to make sure that the fuses the cover to make sure that it's clearly accessible and it's sort of still visual, that it's not been removed or it's dirty and things like that. So within the Australian Standard it actually says that there's a 6-monthly test and an annual test. So there's two sort of different regimes of testing for that sort of essential safety measures. And that's listed on each of the occupancy permits, as in 6-monthly annual.
Property managers are responsible for the fire safety compliance of their buildings and need to ensure they are aware of all ESMs required for their building and their maintenance requirements. Let's recap. Having watched this video, you now understand the life cycle of a building as it relates to essential safety measures. 2. Be able to identify ESMs in your building. And 3. Determine the required maintenance requirements for each ESM. This will help you ensure the essential safety measures in any properties you are responsible for are being maintained to the prescribed requirements and help you ensure your company, staff and clients are safe.